Good morning, friends. Today, yet I'm back after a little late. I think within a weekdays more time. On the request of, I think most of viewers and some of my clients and students have requested this topic. I think you might have seen in the thumbnail. ARUDH LAGNA. This is a Lagna. This is a technique when we practice Gemini astrology in order to understand the kind of a public image, the perception, the aura, which is, I think, mainly very important in the modern times. Like how people basically looks at you, what kind of person they feel that you are. Okay. So image plays a very vital role in lot many areas of life nowadays, especially in the social media age, where perception, PR activity means public relationship activity, marketing or something like that. Those people who are connected with the business, politics, glamour industry. Nowadays, you are YouTube influencer or social media influencer. You are somewhere want to become a public figure, a celebrity somewhere in your life. So image is one of the important currency in your life, image building or perception driving factor. And nowadays, making money through image also plays a very constructive role. You are a media person, you are a singer, you're a story writer, or let's say your work profession, your life basically makes a big difference to the people in the society as an influencer. So basically, for all the social media influencers who are willing to make their career in public domain, how to make best possible use of your image. Like your D1 Lagna chart is the original yourself. Okay, original yourself. And seventh house from your D1 Lagna chart is the world, the public opposite to you. Now, how to attract them, how to drive them, how to make best possible use of them. If you are adding constructive value into the society in the form of wisdom, in the form of leadership, in the form of guidance, in the form of entertainment, in any way, like a sportsman, actor coming from the entertainment industry, whether you're a television star, you're a movie star, whether you're a web series star, whether you're doing something on the social media, your blogs and something like that, like even you're an astrologer or you have comedy characteristics or something like that, any kind of feature basically which makes you an extrovert kind of a person, even if you are an introvert person, but there will be a certain kind of a image. Okay. So Lagna, D1 Lagna chart as per the Parashi method is the real your personality. But the seventh house is the world opposite to you. But we cannot completely take that as your ultimate aura, the what kind of perception your personality is throwing. To figure out that, we need to make Arud Lagna. But before I start this video, I request the people who are watching this video for the first time, or those who are watching my channel through my page Astrology with Manav Shastri, through my Facebook astrology group Cosmic Lights, okay, or a page Cosmic Lights. Okay, you're connecting from any different part of the world. I request you to please put a like button first so this video can reach to the maximum number of people. Share this channel in order to motivate me, and you can drop down your, I think, comment section. And please subscribe this channel in large numbers. I think I'm just short, I think 102 from reaching the 1000 mark. I have been working from last 1.5 year. Till now, I have made, I think, 97 videos. This will be my 90th video. So I need your support in order to make much better contents and reach to the maximum number of people. Okay. And anybody willing to take professional consultation or willing to learn astrology professionally on any specific segment or want to study the whole course from the beginning to the end, basically a professional course. I have lot many courses to teach. I'm teaching one-to-one in the Zoom video conference app in the interactive manner. So you can communicate me on my mobile number, WhatsApp number, which I'm dropping down in the description center. You can message me first, and we can further schedule talking and discussing on the your queries. Okay, but that all will be a professional paid consultation or paid courses. So friends, I think now let's start to the topic. ARUDH LAGNA. It's a Gemini astrology concept, and I think Gemini astrology, there are a lot of different areas, but ARUDH LAGNA plays a very important role in this ascendant. We can understand that apart from your ascendant, a kind of a personality you think you are, but what public may be looking at you, how your personality is taken by the peoples. Are you a controversial figure? Are you an influencer figure? Are you a very aggressive figure? Are you a very funny guy? Are you a very attractive, well maintained, well dressed up, working for fashion brands, or acting skill sets, leadership skill set, a very intellectual person, very realistic person? So what kind of image is going in the public about you, and whether it's a constructive or a destructive, adding value to your life, or it's creating a kind of a false fake image, controversy, and people are becoming enemy to you. So should you work on any improvement measurements in order to make sure you lead a good public life? Okay, so every person has a two different sides. So Arud Lagna is that second side basically. And with this, money is also attached. Making huge money through capitalizing your image. Nowadays, you see movie stars, a lot of politicians with minimum effort, more achievement in life in terms of financial terms. So through social media, you might have seen a revolution kind of a thing. So to understand, first of all, what Arud Lagna is. Okay. To figure out Arun Lagna, first of all, you have to come to your D1 Lagna chart. Most of the people who are watching this video, when you open up your birth chart, look at the sign which is coming in the first house. That is your D1 Lagna chart. Okay. Whether you are watching to North Indian style or South Indian style, whichever way, the sign number which is falling in the first house, that will be called your Parashari astrology Lagna chart. Now check out the placement of that Lagna Lord or Lagna Lord House Lord in which house. Basic rule is that the number of house Lagna Lord will be placed away from the Lagna in whichever house. Count that much number of houses from that particular house, and the place where that Lagna Lord counting ends, that will be your Arud Lagna. This is the basic and simplified concept, but this has certain conditions apply. Okay. Now I'll make first of all certain things very clear. There are certain conditions which cannot be taken as a Arud Lagna. Let's say your ascendant lord is sitting in the first house. Okay. In that case, first house cannot be taken as a Arud Lagna, as an image Lagna. Okay. In that condition, you have to simply add plus 10. Plus 10 from counting from the first house. That will make you land in the 10th house. So 10th house by default will become your Arudhya, your career house or your status house, which is considered very excellent in lot many people's life, authoritative, a good public image in lot many way. That is advantageous in very beneficial way. 10th house is your outer life, work life, public life. This is considered very auspicious depending upon the sign basically falling in the 10th house. If that sign goes with the public life and something like that, but certain signs, let's say Cancer, I would like to say Pisces, Scorpio, are water signs, are non-expressive sign. So sometimes that will not be helpful to you in lot many ways basically, because water sign does not relate with the advertisement, with the marketing. They are very introvert, they are very less spoken in the public life, and they are the sign of mysteries. So you will have a mystical touch in your personality in that case. Okay. In sometimes, if you see the earth sign falling there, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, these are the earth sign, these are the sign of a reality check. They are no nonsense, no drama. And Arun Lagna, when we speak about, it's a dramatic personality image. Okay, a kind of a aura. You may be a different person, but public thinks no, this man or a woman is like that. They are like our inspiration, role model. This person may be a villain. This baby may be like, so that kind of vibration goes through. Okay, looking at the Arud Lagna. So fire sign and air sign in today's social media era are basically much more comfortable in terms of marketing, PR activity, how to present yourself in the public domain. That gives you an additional advantage right from the Arud Lagna itself. Now that was the one case I told you, the ascendant lord in the ascendant. In that case, ascendant cannot be your ARUDH Lagna, so you have to add plus 10 to the whichever sign falling in the first house with the ascendant sitting there and plus 10. So that will make you land in the 10th house. So this is the one angle of the ARUDH Lagna. You don't have to change any planet placement and shift them here and there. Simply you have to keep it as it is in the D1 chart. Only apart from the ascendant, may draw a North Indian style chart and make that sign in the first house and arrange all the planets as they are placed in their original signs. Basically house is equal to signs, okay, in that same order. So that will give you a different view. Okay, from Lagna I was looking a different person, but from ARUDH Lagna equation gets changed. From there onwards, which is your second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth, seventh, all these things can be seen. So this is one angle I have told you. Now, suppose if your ascendant lord in the D1 Lagna chart is sitting in the fourth house, okay, which is four houses away from the ascendant. So what you will do, you will naturally count four houses from the fourth house, which will make you land in the seventh house. Now, seventh house is the world opposite to you, a general overview about you, a general perception. But ARUDH Lagna is an extraordinary perception, and seventh house also cannot be your ARUDH Lagna. So in that case, when the ascendant lord is sitting in the fourth house, the moment you count four houses from there and land up in the seventh house, again you have to add plus 10. So you will again come back to the fourth house. From seventh house, if you count 10 houses, including seventh house, you will land in the fourth house. So the fourth house is basically your personal life, private life, work from home. You're a businessman, you're an artist, you're something like that, doing everything from your house. The kind of sign basically falling here plays also a very important role. Okay. So you are very fond of showing your family life, personal life, your business, your architect, you're an actor, you're an influencer, you are a cook or something like that. So that gives a different image to the people. Okay. And technically, in the world of election, politics, public perception, fourth house also speaks about the masses, public in lot many ways, especially a politician, public image. So that also speaks about a lot many things. So depending upon fourth house and 10th house can be your ARUDH Lagna by any of this counting procedure. But first house and seventh house can never become the ARUDH Lagna. This is an untold rule. Okay. Now let's say your ascendant lord is going into the seventh house in the D1 Lagna chart. Then again you will count a seventh house from seventh house. You will again come back to the first. So whenever that kind of situation comes, you have to add plus 10. So the 10th house will be ARUDH Lagna. Now, one more situation I put up here. Ascendant Lord sitting in 10th house. Well, it's a 10 house away from the ascendant. Then from 10th house, if you count, it will come back to the 7th. So again, 7th house cannot be the ARUDH Lagna. So you have to count 10 from there onwards. So this is the tricky situation while making an ARUDH Lagna in most of the software apps. Somewhere you will find ready-made ARUDH Lagna made up. But there are a lot of flaws in lot many apps and lot many ways. They sometimes show the wrong ARUDH Lagna, different concept understanding. So here I have revealed one of the trick basically what to apply and what not to apply. Now this was the situation. I have made it clear. Now let's say somebody's ascendant lord is sitting in the second house, just one house away from the ascendant. So from second house, you have to count one house forward from them. So it will land up in the third house. So third house can be ARUDH Lagna. Let's say your ascendant lord sitting in the sixth house from your ascendant. So from six you will count, you will land up in the 11th house. 11th house will become your. So technically 11th house is considered very auspicious in the ARUDH Lagna. Why? It is group networking, a person holding a very group network. Nowadays, to become viral, to become making big gains and lot many advantage, a big group, big network, big surrounding circle, 11th house plays a very constructive role. Wealth normally comes to these people very easily. This is a general conditions. Okay. So that way you can see. Now let's say your ascendant lord is sitting in the 12th house, which is completely invisible house, not ARUDH Lagna friendly conditions. But in that case, when the ascendant lord is sitting in the 12th house, to count 12 from the 12th house, you will again come back to the 11th house. Okay. So if your ascendant lord goes into the 6th house or 12th house, in both ways you will find 11th house coming into the ARUDH LAGNA. Now, you will, in the 12th house case, you will be a person who will be making secretive network, will be director kind of a person, who will be writer kind of a person, who have a very different kind of ability to create an artificial group. Now, in the 6th house, you are a competitive, you are a fighting personality, you are a people who are dealing for the lot many causes of the people, and you are making great value to the people in the life, your employer or something like that. So both ways the Arud Lagna have a different impact. What kind of role you will play there? Okay. So that way basically you can make your Arud Lagna. Now, if anyway the Arud Lagna falls in the second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, it is considered good. Okay. Arud Lagna falling in ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, it is considered good. Now, once we have figured out the Arun Lagna calculation method, now the second step is which are the houses which are considered very positive for the Arun Lagna. The second and 11th house speaks about your expansion, growth, advantage through your image, your perception. It's a wealth, money magnet houses. So any good planet sitting in the second house from your Arun Lagna or 11th house, and whenever the Dasha and the Dasha something basically comes in your life, wealth basically flows in your life, you grow, you expand in your life, you see great achievements coming to your life. So any soft planet sitting in second or 11th house from Arun Lagna, let's say Moon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter can give you unconditional wealth coming into your life, and you might be very good in talking, presenting yourself in lot many ways, dealing with a big network. You will be having a good reputation in lot many ways. So these are the general things. Third house is how you present yourself in the public domain. Are you in a good position to capitalize your image and make worth out of it? So third house plays a very important role in the like the marketing or something like that. Your business is connected to marketing, brand endorsement, becoming a social media influencer plays a very important role. So an excellent planet in the first, one planet in the third, and one planet in 11th. This can give you a great earning, great growth, great advantage being a politician, being an actor, being a sportsman, being an artist, being a social media influencer, even if you are an astrologer, that plays a very important role. If you are into the different other section of a knowledge, wisdom, adding value to the society somewhere. Are you entertaining people? Are you showing the facts and figure reality as a media, as a political activist or something like that? You're adding value to the people. You're working for some causes in your life. You're running any kind of a business basically, which is home based, family based. So these are the houses 1, 3, 5. I would like to say 9, 10, 11. These houses adds value into your life in terms of Arulagna, gives you added advantage. But there will be certain challenges like fourth house is basically very comfort loving, a person who is basically very cozy with the home environment, something like that. So even that is also good, but not at par with the 10th house or first house. Now, if somehow I think sixth house has any planet in the Arud Lagna, seventh or eighth, now these are the people who are going to harm your image or create doubt about you or the challenging forces in your life, the competitive forces in your life. Now they can drain your energy, they can drain your image, they can be the cause of your wealth destruction or something like that, a public persona, something. So you have to be very careful while doing any business, any profession, any area, touching those areas. Sixth, seventh, eighth. Because in that case, you will be your ball will be in the court of enemy's house or the opposite side, and they will be making you dance. Now, sometime doing that, you will lost your completely God-gifted image or any perception or something like that. Just to become please certain section, that will not work in a long run. Basically, you have to be somewhere. Basically, what most of the people basically your audience or something like that. So that plays a very constructive role in shaping your image in the public life, in the persona, the perception, and giving you the advantage. Now, which are the planet which are basically very much favorable with the concept of Arun Lagna? Any planet which is a very glowing by nature, which is considered or taken very good by the people. The first best planet is Sun. Sun sitting in the first house, third house, fifth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house in the ARUDH Lagna is considered very auspicious. Your image will be like a royal person, a leadership, a charming personality, a very bright, a person who shows the way, direction to the people. People will take your words, your personality very seriously in life. Your get an advantage right from the birth. So sun is an added advantage in your life, and people will have a good, I think, hold on your image basically. That is by the birth you have. If your ARUDH Lagna is having sun in the ascendant, especially of a fire sign or air sign, you are at an advantageous position. You have an attractive personality, not necessarily always the looks, the way you talk on topic or pick up the issues and something. People will see a kind of a leader, a kind of a person who is showing direction to the life, like politicians do have, actors do have, any sportsman do have, any kind of leadership quality, a person who is showing the direction in the life, a kind of a hero kind of a personality is also seen, who is intellectual, who is not only fighting but showing the direction and working in lot many in between that. But sun seems to be very superior. You can sometimes say very dynamic personality, very blunt. It may be very blunt. Sometimes it may not be a public pleaser, maybe a person basically who is not, I think, walking on the terms of the people sometime, but a king kind of a personality, influential. So it will have certain ego issues. If you somehow your sun is connected with Rahu, now that can become a big controversies in your life. You will be like a very double-standard person. Sometimes you will be saying something and then you will be making a flip of it. So in that conditions, you have to be extremely very careful. Any kind of planet which is not friendly with the sun, basically sun Saturn conjunction anywhere in the ARUDH Lagna, sun Rahu conjunction, sun Ketu conjunction. These are the conjunction which will destroy the ARUDH Lagna qualities in the life. Anywhere, sun is the natural karaka of first house, so natural karaka of image, strong personality, strong character. So sun alone basically connected with Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Moon, in somehow it is considered excellent planet in the ARUDH Lagna or in the first house, third house, fifth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house. These houses in the ARUDH Lagna, Sun is excellent. Now after Sun, the next big planet which basically connects with the emotions of the people, like most of the female, lot of emotional people, nature lover, travel lover, food lover. The people have a different, unique kind of artistic, a good image in the public life, a very balanced, emotional person, not trying to make enemy or taking sides, but a very neutral personality that is called Moon. Moon is also considered excellent planet in the ARUDH Lagna in the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house. In terms of money, in terms of growth, also your image will be very good. Now, if that moon is somewhere placed in a dual sign, that's a problem because dual sign has a flipping attitude, sometime moving to that area, sometime moving to that area. So sometimes people will, especially moon in the Gemini, Virgo can sometimes create lot of controversies. Sometimes they will stand on something, sometimes they will stand on something. So moon will lack that depth, that stability in life in terms of dual signs. So image will be very fluctuating in the public domain. So you have to basically work very well in that areas basically. Somewhere Mercury has the similar features, but Mercury is very rational, calculative, very good in speaking, marketing, and everything. Is much better than that. Mercury is very alert planet where public image is concerned, what you are speaking, what you are doing. But if Mercury is combust, retrograde, or connected with the Rahu, Ketu, Mars, you have to be very careful. Mercury with the Sun is good, but Mars, Mercury, a kind of a very aggressive person. Mars Rahu, a very notorious kind of a person with a sometimes different skill set. Mars Rahu can be very clever in speaking public life, will be very smart, making viral or something like that. But these people have to be very careful what they have spoken in the public life. Now, Mercury Ketu is not, I think, going to do that well in the public domain because Mercury is communication and Ketu is not trying to express too much in life. So, Mercury Ketu is sometimes misunderstanding, miscalculation about you, taking wrong measurements and something. So, Mercury Ketu people will be very deep, very research oriented, but sometimes they will find it not. You can say expressing themselves in a particular proper manner. So Ketu is basically anti-Arud Lagna planet. Saturn is an anti-Arud Lagna planet. Now Jupiter is a very simplified person, not very hard like Saturn or Sun. Like say, Jupiter is not a very, but a very charming personality in the Arud Lagna. Jupiter gives a very charming personality, very intellectual. Along with Sun, Jupiter also goes well, but Jupiter is a very simplified person, no nonsense kind of a planet, a very balanced person. Unlike Moon, Jupiter is very good. It gives a good personality, good image. Aspect of Jupiter in Arun Lagna gives you a wide access in the public life, a spiritual kind of a person connected with finance, a person who is very serious in his approach, behavior, action, family loving, spiritual loving, finance, music, art, and all-rounder kind of a person. So Jupiter also adds a lot of value in the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, ninth, 10th, 11th. These houses Jupiter does very well in the Arun Lagna in terms of finances, in terms of growth, expansion. So we have talked about Sun, Moon, Jupiter. Then we come to the Mars. Now Mars is like a macho man, like a tiger who is a warrior kind of a person, a hero in youth, or I would like to say in a female's eyesight, basically the dream kind of a masculine man. So Mars also adds a great value in the first house, second house, third house. Fourth is not a very ideal house for Mars to sit in Aru Lagna. That will be miscalculated or something. Even fifth is also good. Ninth is good, 10th is good, 11th is good. But if somewhere you have a Mars in the, I would like to say in the sixth house, up to some extent, okay, but you will be fighting throughout the life battle and something like that. Mars in the sixth, seventh, eighth is technically, or 12th house in Arun Lagna is not considered very good. You will be surrounded by unnecessary controversies. Your drain, your image will be mostly get exhausted in fighting with unnecessary battle. Lot many people basically will dragging you to meaningless controversies or fight or trying to harm you. You get trapped. If somewhere basically Mars is conjuncted with Rahu, then a very dangerous kind of image will come in the public life. People will not take you very lightly, get scared, feared about with your company around and something like that. So Mars Rahu and Mars Ketu or Mars Saturn is a very problematic. But let's say if Sun Mars is there, that's a different kind of a great level of very powerful person. Sun, Mars Jupiter also goes very well. Mars Mercury is also very good in communicating, debate, discussion, argument, everything. But the conjunction which are not Arun Lagna friendly is Mars Saturn, Mars Rahu, Mars Ketu. Mars Venus is very lucrative, very attractive, gym, body, acting, personality, dancing skills, and all those things. This planet does very well. Mars Venus is the, you can say, eye of the mm, center of attraction kind of a thing. Let's say Sun Venus, Mars Venus, Jupiter Venus. They have a unique kind of aura in their life, and if they can capitalize in a proper way, the kind of a sign setting there, which kind of field you should invest your time, energy in order to make your career, making money, and that. So basically, that can add a great value in your life. Okay, so that is something I have told you about the Mars. So we have talked about the Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, I would like to say, I have said, and Mercury is also very good and very calculative, very rational. I would like to say that Mercury is the natural third house sign lord, Gemini sign lord. So Mercury in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, ninth, 10th, 11th, it's excellent. Why I am restricted to these lines? These are the houses in the Arun Lagna which will always add value or support you with the condition if there is no water or earth sign falling in this house with the planet. Because water sign is a lot of mystery around there. Even that have a different fan base or something, but people will always be curious about them in terms of public image, marketing. These signs are not very going well with the Arun Lagna concept. And earth sign basically is the reality, no drama, no nonsense. So sometimes these people may not be concerned about what people think about me or something. Water and earth sign have that kind of an attitude that we are not concerned about your image. We actually do what we believe in. So there are people who will not sometimes give you, I would like to say, a clarification in lot many ways. They are not bothered about too much of public image or something. It may different but differ person to person, but technically, let's say Taurus may be little bit concerned, but Virgo and Capricorn are a different kind of a sign. They live with their own instincts in the life. Like water signs are extremely intellectual signs, so they will communicate very less in the public domain, especially Scorpio and Pisces. Cancer still can do certain good things and bad things in the public. You can see active Cancer sign coming in the Arudh Lagna. Humanitarian activity, charity, donation, motherly, loving nature, romantic, and all those things. But Scorpio and Pisces is a bit mystical sign in this area. Okay, so basically Aries, Leo, Sagittarius can add a great value in Arud life, Arud Lagna. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius can do excellent work in Arud Lagna. Up to some extent, Taurus will be also doing very good. Capricorn and Virgo has a condition supply here. Virgo is a very critical debate, argumentative fact. Critical sign has a very critical persona. Sometimes in the media personality, people into debate, discussion. Sometimes they may be, it's a battleground kind of a sign. So that will sometimes create a lot of controversies. Any planet in the Virgo can sometimes bring a mixed bag. It's a very dynamic sign. Nowadays, people basically making negative content video to attract something. So very YouTube, Facebook, social media, Instagram friendly. Something breaking the taboo barrier, something like say Rahu there, Mars, Mercury there. So that gives an image of a very fighting kind of a personality, critical kind of a person the very opposing nature in everything basically or tries to figure out always at the faults. So this sign may sometimes attract lot many enemies in the public domain. In terms of business, okay, you're a lawyer, you're good, you're a politician, you're good, you're doing debate discussion, it's good. But when you find fault in others, make sure you don't have fault within your own personality. Because none of the human character in the world is basically engaged always because too much of focusing on others' fault or something like that, okay, you will gain great value. But after a certain period of time, the purpose of that Aru Lagna will get defeated in that case. So Virgo people should be very careful if Virgo is in your first house, second house, third, fourth, fifth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Once you become a very controversial figure, always nagging or figuring out fault of others, in that order, basically, you should be extremely very careful that you are also a human being. You might be also having some shortcomings, lacking from the family side, where something to make sure that public never gets an opportunity to expose your life or something you have a double standard because by nature Virgo is a dual natured sign. Okay, it can have a lot of facts, figure in lot many things, and Virgo sometimes has a lot of consequence attached to it. So sometimes you cannot read the long-term, far-term consequences which may arise basically due to that critical behavior. So in terms of Arut Lagna concept is concerned, Virgo I don't consider a very good sign. Okay, it can reveal lot many things, it can bring lot many facts and adding lot many value, health context, fitness context. From that context, I respect that sign like anything. Okay, but these people should be very careful. This is a natural sixth house sign of conflict, negativity, litigation. You will be trying to make some section of the society unhappy. I'm not asking you to become a people pleaser, but if you're having a family, if you're having a brother, sister, children's, you have to be extremely very careful because a lot of sacrifices will be demanded then who will support you, will not support you. So these are things are basically there. Marketing point of view, I think trying to harm somebody other's image or something, you are engaged in such kind of activity because you are getting easy money in life in doing that activity. Nowadays, in the social media, these things are going great. Negativity gets sold easily. But in long run, basically, you will create endless enemy. And the kind of a person who are paying you today, will they always pay you? Is that a guarantee? So ask this question to yourself, and after that, you enter into this negative criticism business. Because I have seen in lot many people's chart when the Virgo is very dominant with the Saturn, Mars, Rahu, or something such kind of a planet. Okay, you're into politics, we can understand. You're into media, understand. You're a lawyer, we can understand. But apart from that, you're an activist or something like that, then be neutral in that way. Pick up the areas of both sides in the side. Don't only be one-sided person because that will defeat the purpose of a Virgo sign. People will take that people rational. The true essence of Virgo is rational, picking the side of both, a typical media lawyer kind of a person. So friends, I have given you some basic features about the Arud Lagna. And apart from that, the signs which are not basically Arud Lagna friendly, Scorpio is a very secretive mystical sign. People having Scorpio in the first house, sometimes they can create a lot of unique things in their life. Once in a 2 year, 4 year, 5 year, they are like very silent, very dormant. Now, depending upon which kind of planets are basically placed in the Scorpio, that can change the equation and order. But Scorpio can also have intense lot of knowledge, hidden things, and lot of things. So Scorpio is a very mysterious kind of a sign. Okay. So the people who will face a lot of litigation, challenge, and a lot of doubts and something like that, that basically comes with us. So I would like to say Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio may attract lot of controversies, allegation, doubts. In that, people will somehow feel particularly scared with you. So you have to be very careful in that terms of communication in the modern day world. Okay. Then Capricorn is a very workaholic, very realistic natured sign. It is more concerned about the work, less about the drama. So basically, you see the Gemini sign of communication falls in the sixth house from that. So Capricorn sign is like a government, like a authority, like a figure, and they will naturally have a lot of. They have a very distinguished kind of a communication, dignified and something like that. So Capricorn can be also misunderstood in terms of Arun Lagna in lot many way. And the third sign from the Capricorn is the Pisces. 11th sign is a Scorpio. So Capricorn is somewhere basically a very realistic base, very dignified, very responsible communication. So very less scope of getting the advantage of that. Okay, so you have to be very careful with the Capricorn. And if the Aquarius basically comes, it's a one of the fantastic ascendant in the Aru Lagna or this sign falling in your third, fifth, ninth, 10th, 11th. This sign adds great value into life. So here I have mentioned you some of the signs, some of the houses basically, and the planets which are very good in terms of adding great value in your life is Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, uh, I would like to say Venus and Rahu. These planets are very much Aru Lagna friendly or the houses which I have mentioned if they are there. Let's say if you have a Venus in the second or 11th, a great wealth. Mercury, great wealth. Moon, great wealth. Soft planet in second or 11th. At least one planet having a soft planet can add great value in your life. You have a lot of potential to add value in the society. Not only you will gain, but you will make people also gain. Betterment of the people in some way or other way. You may be a businessman, you may be an astrologer, you may be a singer, you may be a politician, you may be something in the life who is going to add great value, and that makes difference to the people's life. So friends, basically you can go through your chart and you can see what kind of Aru Lagna is coming, which kind of planets are arranged in your Aru Lagna. Now, if you have any planet like let's say Mars, Mercury, or any big important planet in sixth, seventh, eighth, you should be extremely very careful with the opposite forces because in normally D1 chart, any cruel planet in the sixth is a good planet. You will crush your enemy in lot many ways. But when the Arud Lagna comes here, you're in the process of journey of image building, developing your image and something like that. When the planet comes in the sixth, seventh, eighth, or sometimes in the 12th, these four houses are extremely very dangerous in Arud Lagna, and if you have any planet there, you have to be always careful with the character for the people associated with that planet lordship matters because they will be the permanent challenge to your image, threat in your life, and a permanent battleground or a competition. Sometimes they can drain your money, your wealth, resources, image. Especially Rahu in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 12th is very dangerous. Okay. Rahu, even in the first house, can sometimes rise you beyond your limit over the night, can make you over the night super rich billionaire or something like that and crush you also. Ketu, Saturn are not a very Lagna friendly planet. So Ketu, Saturn in any of such houses is not a very good position in your chart. So you have to be very careful whether you should engage in a front foot activity in the public domain or you should stay play a backdoor, a backstage role in your life. Ketu, Saturn are the backstage players. Saturn is reality, completely opposite by nature to the concept of Arud Lagna. Arud Lagna is a drama. Rahu, Venus, Moon, Sun, Jupiter, they all can play that acting kind of a talent, but Saturn is a reality. And Ketu is complete confusion, research, clueless. So these both planet basically sometimes doesn't goes well with the concept of Arun Lagna, depending upon the sign. And if you have any planet in the 12th house from the Arun Lagna, that is the losses, secret enemy, somebody who is always trying to vanish your image, standing with you or standing behind to you. So you have to be extremely very careful which kind of planet is sitting in 12th from the Arun Lagna. If it is a Rahu, Mars, you have a lot of threat in your life. You should be very careful what you are doing in the public life. Your all accounts and everything should be made private. Make sure that you don't blindly trust in somebody, because that can completely create a kind of a false perception around you and destroy whole of your hard work, stealing your hard work, your image, and something like that, hijacking your life, something. So you should be extremely very careful if a Rahu, Mars, or Mercury, or any Venus kind of a planet or Moon kind of planet is placed in the 12th house, because 12th house is the drain and extreme losses of the Arud Lagna. So you have to be very careful. And if you have a 6th and 12th house both has a planet, you have to be extremely very careful. These people needs to be extremely careful in the public domain, what you are writing, what you are posting, what you are speaking. Even you may be right, even you may be correct, but they will sometimes drag you into such kind of a thing like unnecessary battle, unnecessary controversy, or a lot of time image will go in firefighting, all these things. So, friends, this was a small intellectual section. Basically, from my point of view, I have shared with you in terms of looking at Arud Lagna. If anybody wants to understand how their Arud Lagna is it adding value or something? Is it need some correction measurement, or you are not aware about your hidden potential? You're working for a public domain, a businessman, a politician, a public figure, want to become a public influencer, social media influencer, you want to do something marketing, branding, or something, then you can take professional consultation from me, or you can learn astrology professionally, because I have lot of courses designed with context to Arun Lagna, PR activity, how to encash or how to utilize. You may be not aware about your potential from the Arun Lagna point of view, so I have a lot of dimensions I used to teach online. So basically that can add value in shaping your life in a proper way, how to put or present yourself. Because I have been into marketing field for near about 8 to 10 years in a financial banking organization for quite a long time. I've headed a team also in my life. I myself has son in the root Lagna. That too excited one. So that way you can relate with me. The confidence basically comes from the Sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars. These are very confident looking planets. So somewhere basically it will help you in some way. Okay. So that was, friends, my insights on Arud Lagna. Basically, if anybody is having any questions, any doubt, they can drop down in the comment section. Anybody willing to take professional consultation or wants to study astrology professionally one to one on any specific segment or from the top to bottom courses, they can approach me on my mobile number, WhatsApp number, dropping down in the description center. Okay, you can message me there. And again, I request people, those who are watching, not subscribe the channel, please subscribe in large numbers. I'm only 102 short from reaching the 1000 mark. I've crossed near about more than 1.5 year time frame. I've made 97 videos. I strongly need your support in order to make this channel reach to the maximum people, and share in with your friends and family, subscribe it, put a like, and if you have any feedback, any information, drop down in the comment section. We'll be coming soon within a weekday's time with some fresh, unique topics in discussion. Okay, thank you.